Hey guys, welcome back to Maxie's Kitchen. This is Maxlin. If this is your first time here, you're very much welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I'm so glad to have you back. So this is just me on a working day, trying to get out of bed. I always struggle to get out of bed because I go to bed very late. This is me just saying a really short prayer. It's not even a prayer. I just thank God for a new day, new opportunity, and then I'm out of bed. It always takes 15 to 20 seconds to do that. I don't keep long at all when it comes to saying my very first prayer in the morning. Anyways, after that, I just raise all the blinds in my room, and that's for the obvious reason of letting light into the room. But also I like to do this because it actually keeps me awake. Every single time I wake up, I feel like getting back into bed for the first 5 minutes. So I like to do this just so that I'm able to stay awake, okay? And then after doing that, I actually like to look at the view right opposite my bed. It's always so pretty there in the morning, especially. So I do this for 2 minutes and then I lay in my bed. Now, the reason why I'm doing all these activities is because I actually want to stay awake and I want to get my devotion done in the morning before I even brush my teeth. Now, I used to do my devotion right after I wake up, and I realized that I wouldn't pay attention sometimes. It would just be trying to, read everything and just get it over and done with. And then sometimes I would still be sleepy, but when I do this, the sleep vanishes and I'm able to actually make sense of what I'm reading. So right after making my bed, I either light a candle or put a diffuser oil into my diffuser and turn it on. Today I'm using the diffuser and I'm using cold pressed lemon. That's the scent I'm going to be using. So I'm just dropping a few drops into the diffuser. I'm going to add water and I'm going to get it going. So once that's out of the way, I'm going to get back to bed and then do my devotion. Now, this is when I spend time with God. I read the message for the day using my Our Daily Bread. That's the devotional book that I use. And I'm going to refer to the chapters and verses in my She Reads Truth Bible, and I highlight the verses that actually speak to me. Now, I got this Bible because of a certain Ghanaian content creator. I love her content so much, and she uses this Bible. She's called Kathy on Instagram. Please follow her. I'm going to leave a handle below. She's such a sweet girl. Anyways, I've been loving it, so I did my devotion with it. I like using my Bible, hard copy Bible, to do my devotion and not my phone, so there's no distraction. Anyways, after that, I'm just going to play my morning playlist. So this is just a couple of gospel songs that I've put together, and I'm just going to let that play while I go and brush my teeth. Hey guys, good morning. So I hope you guys enjoy this vlog very much. If you're an old viewer and you're here, thank you very much for coming back. If you haven't subscribed though, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you don't know or can't remember if you have subscribed or not, please double check and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. For my new viewers, you're very much welcome to Maxie's Kitchen. I'm Maxie and I'm super glad to have you here. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog and then end up subscribing at the end. Now I'm gonna go to the kitchen and make myself a cup of coffee. Now I don't think I need to say much about this. You guys probably know by now that I love coffee, and if I'm not having coffee in the morning, I'll have coffee in the evening. So I'm having it in the morning today and I'm having cappuccino today. So I'm just going to make the coffee and then I'm going to go back to my room. So I got back to my room with my cup of coffee and then it was 8:52 then. So 8 minutes to 9 a.m. which is actually the time work starts for me. But I knew I didn't have any meeting at 9 a.m. or 9:30 or even 10. My first meeting was for 11 a.m. and that's why I didn't rush to take my bath. So at this point I was just checking my emails and stuff like that. And at like 9:30, when I realized that no one had actually messaged me, I picked my work from home outfits and then I went to bath. Okay, so I just like to wear relaxing clothes in the house, like free clothes. So that's the kind of clothes that I picked out. And then I took my shower and then I just dressed up.
Forever, but I know that you've been scarred. There's nothing we can't heal together. You know you got my heart, and I'll never leave.
So when I finished dressing up, an iron and an apprentice that I recently started working with wanted to jump on a quick call just to catch up. Okay, so I didn't have any meetings booked in at that point and this wasn't scheduled as well, but I was free so I just hopped on and then it was great to talk to them.
I love you, I can't stand to see you sad, baby, it drives me mad. I'd fight all your enemies, yeah, I'll be there endlessly.
So after the meeting, I went to the kitchen to make myself some breakfast. And for breakfast, I'm going to be having 2 pain au chocolat. I'm going to just put that in the oven and then I'm going to make a rich smoothie as well. So I'm making a mango and banana smoothie. This is my all-time favorite smoothie and it's a good replacement for iced Fanti Kinky. So let's make it.
No matter what they put me through, I don't care what happens. And I'll never leave. No, nothing could make me go.
So if you watched my last vlog, you will know what this is. This is the pulp I froze from making my green goodness wellness shot. Okay, so I just added it to the smoothie. You don't have to use this. I used it because I had it. And then I added all the other ingredients. Now I'm just eyeballing everything. So just look at what I'm doing. Add more Greek yogurt than I did if you want to, or add more milk than I did if you want to as well. So about 30 minutes after I had my breakfast, I had my first importance call of the day. Every call is important, but this one was about the main project that I've been assigned to at IBM for my internship. Okay, so I was talking to one of the people that I'm supposed to be working with. He was just telling me what I need to do and stuff like that. So we were just discussing everything, and I knew what I had to do at the end of this call. So I started working on it right after the call ended. That meeting I just had was very productive. So a few minutes after the meeting, I called my friend Brittany. She's in law school. You guys know Brittany. And you know how hard law school is. So I call her from time to time to check up on her. She was good. And then I just stayed in the hall and worked for some time. I just wanted to change my environment. So I sat there for about like 45 minutes and I decided to make lunch. I was thinking about lunch at this point. I went into the fridge and brought out some ingredients, and today we're making Cobb salad for lunch. Now this salad has eggs, it has bacon bits, it has chicken, it has cherry tomatoes, lettuce. It's just so filling. I also made a homemade dressing. Let's make it now. Don't forget to take a screenshot of the ingredients. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to spray my vegetables, lettuce, tomatoes, with this veggie and fruit wash that I got off Amazon. I'm going to leave a link to this product in the description box, but I used it in my last vlog as well. After that, I'm going to put my bacon strips in the oven. So I'm using 4 slices of streaky bacon. That's going to go in the oven. After the vegetables have sat for a while, I'm going to wash the veggie and fruit wash off them with running cold water. And then I'm going to transfer it into my bowl. And then we're going to just chop everything up. I bet that if you're using the lettuce in Ghana, you would have to do way more washing than I just did. You would have to, I wouldn't even just use the veggie wash for that. I would soak it in vinegar and salt and wash it like 4 times. But this was already clean at least, so just that light wash is perfect. So I'm not chopping the lettuce into very tiny bits. This is how I like it. Chop it however you like it as well. I'm going to chop it up and then put it in the bowl that I'm actually going to be making the salad in, which is this bowl right here. And then I'm going to cut my cherry tomatoes in halves. Don't use this much if you don't like this much tomatoes in your salad.
Better. What good could I do if it's not with you? Why does it hit me the hardest when I'm off my game? When I'm feeling strange already?
This is also how you want your bacon to be. You don't want it to be too soft. You don't want it to be too dry as well. This is a perfect texture. You can tell that it's sturdy, but it's not burnt, and it's crispy. So this is me cutting my baked streaky bacon into bits, and this is how it's going to go into the salad. Let's make the dressing. Now I eyeballed all the ingredients for this dressing. You guys can just look and try and make an estimate for all the ingredients. So I used the honey Greek yogurt because I only had the honey flavored one. And for some reason I thought the honey was going to be enough, that I wouldn't have to add more, but I added some more at the end. So yeah, lemon juice. I used avocado oil because I didn't have extra virgin olive oil, and it still tasted great. And then I seasoned the dressing with salt and pepper.
The hardest when I'm off my game, when I'm feeling strange.
Now, if you don't have hot sauce or red wine vinegar, even both, you don't have to use them, okay? I have them and that's why I used it. I use sriracha. That's the type of hot sauce that I use. You can absolutely use any type of hot sauce that you like.
Feel the same.
The dressing tasted amazing, and now we're going to work on the chicken. So this is my chicken breast thawed, and I cleaned it, washed it well, patted it dry, and then I seasoned it with some oil, black pepper and salt, garlic powder, a bit of mixed herbs, and a bit of chili powder. You can use paprika instead if you like. So after you spice your chicken very well, you're going to take a pan over medium to high heat, and then just put a bit of oil in the pan, and you're going to let it heat up, and then you're going to fry your chicken on both sides. On the first side for about, let's say, 7 to 8 minutes, I think. And once that's nicely done, you want to turn it and then cook the other side as well. Don't overcook your chicken as well, but also don't undercook it.
Just so I can feel the break. I'm alive, but I would never be a loner. To never love it.
Don't make that mistake of cutting your chicken right after you take it off the heat, okay? Or else you're going to let all the juices seep out, and then it's going to be dry after. So let it sit for at least 10 minutes and then you can cut it. I also forgot to mention that I boiled the eggs, 2 eggs. You want it hard boiled, so you want to boil it for about 10 minutes. And then I'm now just like dicing them into little pieces.
Never let myself enough to let it down.
Looking back, I don't know why I just didn't have the salad on its own, because it was so filling, but I had it with a side of sweet potato fries. I got this pack from M&S. They make the best of everything, including this. So I just put some into a baking tray lined with parchment paper, same parchment paper I used for my pain au chocolat and my bacon. It had a bit of bacon fat left in there, so that was perfect. And then I just cooked this for about 20 minutes, I think. Yeah, so I used the time left to just cut my avocado. I still hadn't cut my chicken by this time. And then after I did all that, I came back to slice my chicken. Look at how good that looks. Now, you need to make sure that the juices that are going to run out, if any juices are going to run out, they are supposed to run out clear and not pink. If the juices running out are pink, then your chicken isn't quite done yet, okay? So, yeah. So at this point I had cut whatever needed to be cut and diced whatever needed to be diced, and I was just putting the salad together. So I put the cut chicken on the salad, the cherry tomatoes, you guys saw me do that, put the bacon bits, added croutons as well because I had it. I don't think croutons go on a Cobb salad, but I had it. I didn't want it to go to waste. And then my sweet potato fries were done. I put the eggs, avocado, everything on it. And I actually put my dressing in the shot bottle that you guys saw me use in my last vlog. If you haven't watched it, I'll leave a link in the description and in the at the end of this video. But I put my dressing inside so that I could give it a shake before I poured it on my salad. So this is me pouring the homemade dressing all over the salad, and I cannot stress enough how good this dressing was and how good the salad was. Guys, you need to try the salad. Like, this is a whole meal. Look how good that looked. This thing didn't really focus, but it was so good. I couldn't finish it. I just had what I could, but yeah, trust me, it was really good. Guys, this salad, 10 over 10. Guys, this was a massive bowl of salad, okay? I really can't finish it. I'm so full. I know I have to do dinner because of this video, and I am going to do it. It will be at like 8 p.m. I really can't eat anything for like the next 4 or 5 hours. I'm so full. Hey guys, so it's evening now and I'm done with work. So it's 5:45, 15 minutes to 6. And I want to go and start making dinner now. It was a good day. I was quite productive. I did stuff on my own. That was still work. I'm so sorry I can't talk to you guys about my work in detail. That's just because I'm not allowed to. I can't do that. But yeah, I know you guys understand that, so I mean, that's fine. I'd most probably not eat as soon as I'm done because I am still full. I'm not hungry at all. That salad was a lot, but it was so good. The salad dressing, guys, you guys need to try it. It tasted so good. We're going to have a one-pan dish for dinner. I'm not in the mood to be making different things, so I'm just going to make chicken and potatoes in one pan, put it in the oven, and just make quick gravy, which will still be homemade, like from scratch, and have it with that. But yeah, it's going to be very simple and straightforward. So I just want to get started on that now. So let's go. Let's make my one-pan roast dinner. So I'm making roast chicken today, and I'm using chicken thighs. So this pan is going to have the potatoes in them and the vegetables. So easy, so straightforward, but so flavorful. Don't forget to take a screenshot of the ingredient list. Here's a layout of all the ingredients I'm going to be using. I prepped everything before I started cooking. So in this bowl, I'm going to pour some oil. I used this much, but you can use a bit less than I did and it would still work. So to the oil, I'm going to add my garlic powder, my paprika, chili powder, mixed herbs, salt and pepper to taste, and I'm going to give that a good mix. After giving that a good mix, you can taste it to see if the spice is right for you, if there's enough salt, enough pepper and everything. And then in the bowl of potatoes that I actually washed and diced into quarters. Okay, so I cut each potato in half and then into quarters. Then I put in the bowl. I put some of the rosemary and fresh thyme, and then I'm going to drizzle some of this seasoning that we've just done, this marinade or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to drizzle some over the potatoes and then just give it a good mix. Okay guys, while I'm doing this, I want to confess, okay, so I actually eat once in a day and then snack, but I don't eat 3 times a day, like breakfast, lunch, dinner. And it's not because I don't want to, but it's just because I'm just always full after having one big meal. But I did this because I had to put this video out for you guys. So ideally, this is what I would want to, eat if I'm to eat 3 times in a day. Something like this, not the same thing every day. You know what I mean? So I threw in my diced carrots, or my cut carrots, because they're actually huge, and my onions. So I actually chopped my onions in 3 different ways because I wanted to experiment. I wanted to see which type would actually come out best. And I think I like the ones that were very chunky, so you guys can cut it that way. They come out really nice, sweet and caramelized, and they just go so well with the potatoes and the roast chicken. So I also added my garlic cloves. I didn't cut them at all. They also get really soft, and when you mash it and have it with the potato, guys, it's just amazing. So I mixed that, put that in the roasting dish, and I pour the rest of the marinade into the chicken. I washed my chicken, guys. Please wash your chicken with lemon, vinegar, bicarbonate of soda. I don't know, but please wash it and just clean your environment after, just so that the bacteria doesn't spread. Ideally, you would want to marinate your chicken for about 30 minutes at least, just so that the flavors can get into the chicken well. But you guys know how tired I was. Like, I had been cooking the whole day, working the whole day, so I just placed my chicken on top of the potatoes, and I actually preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Then I just popped the entire dish into the oven for an hour and about 15 minutes. Okay, so you just leave it there, let it do its own thing. And we're going to make a gravy from the stock we're going to get from the chicken. Okay, so after about an hour, I would say, I took the roasting dish out of the oven and then poured out all the juices, not all of it actually, most of it. And then there's going to be a lot of oil in here because we used oil to, you know, marinate everything. But what we're going to do is that we're going to try and get the oil off, and then we're going to use the stock that's left for our gravy. Everything is done now. Everything looks so good. I'm going to take that out, let it rest while we start making our gravy. Doesn't that look beautiful, guys? Okay, let's make our gravy. So we're going to make a roux base that is made of equal parts butter and flour. So I melted my butter in, and then I added in my flour, and I'm going to give that a good mix. I'm doing this on medium to low heat, I think. Medium heat, okay, medium heat. So once after you mix that, you want that to cook. You want the flour to actually cook properly because you don't want the taste of flour in your gravy. Once that's done, you're going to pour in your dry white wine. If you don't have white wine, you don't have to use it at this point, okay? You can deglaze with water. I just like to deglaze with white wine because it leaves a lot of flavor in the sauce after the alcohol has evaporated, okay? So I've added in the white wine, and I'm going to give that a good mix. And this is the stock we got from the chicken. So I took all of the oil out, and then I got the stock and I added it in, and I mixed it very well. Don't worry, all the flour is going to dissolve. You just need to mix it, and make sure you're not doing this on high heat.
I hope that we could withstand, but now when I fall and when I cry.
So I poured some water into the cup that I put the stock in, and then I just rinsed it off and poured it into the pan. Gave it a good mix, the gravy a good mix, and I just reduced it, like put the heat on low heat just so that it doesn't cook too fast. It takes its time to cook. And at this point, you guys can season your gravy with salt, pepper, salt and black pepper. Just that, actually. Don't do anything more than that. I just didn't add any more seasoning. I think I should have. After I started eating, I realized that maybe it would have done with a little bit more salt, but it was still totally delicious. I added in a sprig of rosemary and a sprig of thyme as well. Gave that a good mix, turned the heat off totally, and let that infuse into the gravy, and it was done.
We'd build this castle of sand. We'd hear the rush in the wind. Now we have come to an end. I hope that we'd stay on land. But now when I fall and when I cry, wish that it'd pick me up.
So I served my plate when I was done. I took some potatoes and some carrots. The carrots were so delicious. They were so soft, and then they also had this sweet taste to it. I also got some caramelized onions. They weren't exactly caramelized actually. They were just really soft and sweet and nice. And then I took some of the garlic cloves. I made my plates look nice by adding some rosemary to it, fresh rosemary, and then I just poured my homemade gravy from scratch onto the plate. Doesn't this look so good? Guys, so I have to tell you this. If you don't want to go through the process of separating the actual chicken stock from the oil from the actual dish, you can just use store-bought chicken stock pots. I usually use the one by Knorr. That's actually what I plan to use for this dish, but I just ended up separating the stock from the oil. That was a lot of work actually. You can just use that, dissolve it in about a cup of hot water, and then that's your chicken stock. Just use it the same way that I did, that I used it with my dish, and there you go. So this was dinner. I just poured myself a glass of juice and I had dinner. I also watched Sophiology. I love her. Guys, I couldn't believe how good this dish was. Like, I was very amazed at how it turned out, even though I didn't put in a lot of effort. So yeah, hope you guys really enjoyed this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me cook all the foods from home, working from home and all that, and I'll catch you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and to like, and please leave a comment below. I'll be waiting for the comments because I actually want to reply. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye.